Wayne K. Clatterbuck of the University of Tennessee's Institute of Agriculture offers valuable advice on how to assess, care for, and prevent future damage to storm-damaged residential trees, something helpful for those who have trees in their yard or neighborhood. Snow, ice, wind, hail, and heavy rain. These are the usual suspects when it comes to storm damage on residential trees, and the aftermath can be pretty dramatic. Trees can be uprooted, decapitated, or lose massive portions of their crowns as branches snap under the force of wind or the weight of ice and snow. It's like a scene from a disaster movie, but it's happening right in your backyard. When a tree loses a significant part of its crown, it's not just an aesthetic issue. This kind of damage can cause serious stress, stunt growth, and create entry points for insects and diseases. The severity of the damage will determine the tree's fate. Some trees will bounce back on their own. Others will need immediate care, and unfortunately, some might not make it due to irreparable harm. So, how do you know what you're dealing with? The key is prompt action and wise assessment. Ask yourself, is the damage superficial, treatable, or irreparable? If more than 30 to 50% of the main branches or trunk are severely split or broken, extensive repairs might be a lost cause. Let's break down the types of damage you might encounter. Splits or breaks in the main stem or trunk are more common in larger, mature trees. Meanwhile, younger trees often bend following ice storms or heavy snows, with their recovery depending on how much the tree has bent and for how long. Blowovers often happen due to root failure, which can be caused by disease, shallow soils, compaction, or saturated soil. Branches break away from the main stem after strong weather, though the tree has a higher chance of recovery if the break is high and small. Now, let's talk about what you can do to help your trees recover. For moderate pruning jobs close to the ground, here are some tips. Prune smaller branches back to larger ones. Make cuts at a slant next to buds for new growth, and avoid leaving branch stubs. For large broken branches, cut outside the collar at the base of the branch, not flush with the trunk. Clatterbuck emphasizes safety first when pruning trees. Broken limbs under tension can kick back unexpectedly, so be cautious. Also, watch out for downed power lines and hanging damaged limbs. For large trees or work that requires climbing, it's best to call a qualified arborist certified by the International Society of Arboriculture. Make sure to check references, get multiple estimates, and ensure they have proper insurance coverage. And remember, topping trees is a big no-no, as it can lead to further damage and promote weak branches. To repair bark stripping from broken limbs, cut ragged edges with a sharp knife or chisel, but don't remove more healthy bark than necessary. Shape the wound like an elongated football with pointed ends running vertically along the trunk or limb. Clatterbuck does not advise using tree wound dressings as they can interfere with healing, attract harmful microorganisms, and don't prevent decay. The tree will need all its resources to recover from storm stress, so try not to remove too many branches and leaves, as this reduces photosynthesis and depletes the tree's stored reserves. Of course, prevention is always better than cure. Here are some tips to minimize future storm damage. Avoid trees with brittle wood like Siberian elm, willows, and silver maple. Opt for trees with upright and narrow crown forms, coarse branching habits, and lateral branches with reduced surface area. Keep trees healthy with timely watering, proper fertilization, and protection from soil compaction. Avoid cutting roots during construction, remove hazardous trees, and prune dead or broken limbs annually. Thin excess branches every 3 to 5 years to promote a well-shaped crown and strong branch structure. Regular pruning will also help remove structurally weak branches and reduce wind resistance. While there's no way to completely protect trees from storm damage, you can definitely minimize it through proper species selection and care. And if damage does occur, quick action is crucial to assess the situation and initiate care. This has been a BrightLearn video from BrightLearn.ai on Wayne K. Clatterbuck's Storm-Damaged Residential Trees, Assessment, Care, and Prevention. Visit BrightLearn.ai for more fascinating videos like this one, and visit naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage and breaking news on critical stories that keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.